They say the last train of the night always carries strange passengers. But what happens if you board the wrong one? A train that isn't on any schedule, with no end station and no way out. Our story begins with Ethan Miller, a 27-year-old office worker in New York. It's past midnight. Rain lashes against the streets, and the subway tunnels echo with emptiness. Ethan's exhausted. He missed his last scheduled train after working late. When he finally reaches the platform, it's deserted, except for one train that sits silently at the far end. Its lights are dim, its doors wide open, as if waiting just for him. No announcements, no signs, just silence. He hesitates for a moment, but stepping onto the platform, his phone buzzes. Battery 2%. Not wanting to be stranded in the storm, Ethan gets inside. The train ride begins. The carriage is empty, seats lined with faded red fabric. Old advertisements peeling from the walls, ones for brands that don't even exist anymore. The doors close behind him without a sound. The train lurches forward. Ethan sits down, relieved. But he quickly notices something strange. There are no electronic signs. No station names flashing on the screen. No map. The windows show only pitch black. No tunnels, no lights, nothing. A chill runs through him. He pulls out his phone to check the time. The screen glitches, showing static for a moment, before shutting off completely. Battery dead. That's when he hears it. From the far end of the carriage, Ethan freezes. Slowly, he turns his head. There, at the farthest seat, sits a woman in a black dress. Her head is bowed, long hair covering her face. He swears the seat was empty when he boarded. Trying to calm his nerves, Ethan clears his throat. "Sorry, didn't see you there." No answer. The train shakes violently as it speeds up. Lights flicker. For a split second, he sees her reflection in the window, not sitting, but standing right behind him. When the lights steady again, she's back in her seat, head bowed. His heart pounds. He moves to another carriage, slamming the connecting door behind him. This carriage isn't empty. A man in a dusty suit reads a newspaper, though the paper is blank. An old woman knits with broken, rusted needles, though no yarn connects them. A child plays with a toy train on the floor, but the toy has no wheels. None of them look at Ethan. None of them speak. He notices something worse. Every single one of them is pale, with bluish lips, like drowned corpses. Ethan whispers to himself, "I need to get off this train." The train finally slows. Relief floods him as the doors open. But when he looks outside, it isn't a subway station. It's a platform surrounded by fog. No signs, no posters, no people. Just an endless emptiness. He hesitates. But before he can step off, the woman in the black dress rises. Slowly, her head still bowed. She begins to shuffle toward him. Panicked, Ethan bolts to another carriage, just as the doors close again. The train keeps moving. Faster. He stumbles into what looks like the last carriage. At the very end is the conductor's booth. The door is slightly open. Inside, a shadowy figure leans over the controls. Ethan pushes inside. "Hey, I need help. Where's this train going?" The conductor turns. His face is rotted away. Nothing but a skull with deep, empty sockets. His jaw opens slowly, grinding as if bone scraping bone. And then the voice, low, echoing, unnatural. Wrong train. Wrong time. No ticket back. Ethan screams, stumbling back, but the door slams shut. The windows fill with flashing images, scenes of death, people collapsing, accidents, suicides, all flickering faster and faster until Ethan realizes every passenger on this train died taking the subway, and now he's riding with them. The woman in the black dress appears again. This time, she lifts her head. Her face is pale, stitched across the mouth, eyes hollow sockets that bleed black. She reaches out with skeletal hands. Ethan tries to run, but every door slams shut. The passengers rise from their seats, slowly turning toward him, faces blank, eyes dark. The train roars faster, the lights exploding overhead. The sound of screeching metal fills his ears. The woman whispers for the first time, voice echoing like a tunnel collapsing. "This is your last stop." The train derails in fire and darkness. Morning news report. A man was found dead on the subway tracks early this morning. Authorities believe he fell onto the rails after missing his last train. Witnesses claim the station was empty at the time. The camera pans to the platform. At the far end, a train sits silently for just a moment before vanishing into the tunnel. No schedule, no conductor. And through the window, if you look closely, you can see Ethan, sitting quietly in his seat. Another passenger. Never board a train that isn't on the schedule, because once you do, you're never coming back.